Hello, my friend. Today I prepared a very good listening practice for you, and probably it is not going to be a long video. It's more going to be a very efficient and effective video for improving your listening skills in English. So stay with me, and today we're about to discuss the whole process of learning a foreign language, what it takes, what kind of qualities you're gonna develop, and what in your personality, your identity, and your character you're about to maintain, sustain in a long period of time in order to achieve all the best outcomes that you're chasing. So, when learning a foreign language, many people have different goals and different types of reasons why they want to learn it. Some want to move abroad, live there, and improve their career opportunities, while some people do that just out of curiosity because they want to explore and discover something new and simply gather more knowledge. From my humble opinion, from my perspective, when you learn a foreign language, you should have a clear, definite goal, what you want to achieve, and what kind of result you're pursuing at the end of the day. My friend, knowing what you want out of life in the first place will protect your reason and your attention from scattering upon different things at the same time, which will preserve your energy and also increase your capacity for doing this thing. You know, when I just first decided learning English, I made up my mind that I will increase my career opportunities. I didn't even expect it, but with an ordinary learning experience at the first glance, I gained even something more, all above my basic expectations. I discovered the whole new world for myself, filled with joy, communication, and friendly cooperation with people who were born in different countries but who could speak the same language at the same time. Proper understanding of cultural traditions and differences helps us communicate with each other better and more, prevents division, misunderstandings, and hatred in this world, and also brings us closer to each other, leading us to a healthier and more friendly life in this world that is free from constant words or conflicts. This is the point. In the world where everybody respects each other's points of views, opinions, or cultures, it'll become much more easier for us to maintain a healthy and friendly environment in the world between nations. And if you think the same as me, you probably found right now one more benefit to learn English because this is an international language that brings people closer. And when people speak the same language, they find this similarity between each other. And let us move forward. Right now, I'm going to talk about determination, tenacity, and perseverance, and why it is so important to maintain these qualities when you are on your way to fluency in any language. I once heard this kind of quote, and I think it's really good. A man who's still going while bleeding, this man becomes a legend. And it really hits me. I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart because when pressure hits, when fatigue sets in, all you want to do is to procrastinate, do nothing, to give in your all bad habits. And in such moments, this is exactly when it gets real. You're being tested in such moments, whether you truly want to achieve what you set for yourself, or you're just a talker. Oh my god, my friend, you become unrecognizable, unbeatable, when you can't move while bleeding. There are several steps towards the attainment of the things that you established for yourself, and they're really important because they're not just about practicality, they're about mindset. I want to tell you, my friend, that love is always stronger than any fear, exhaustion, or tiredness. When a man loves what he does, he accelerates during the process because the work does not pull him back. Instead, it pushes him forward. It gives him energy, power, motivation. He gets a second wind in this marathon of life, and instead of complaining and falling apart, he resurrects. There's a quote that I really find wise: do what you love, and it won't work even the day in your life. It's a brilliant quote because I personally think that when we take up doing something one, the novelty of the beginning gives you this quick dopamine, this burst of motivation. But when it actually fades away, what remains is your discipline and your passion. And if you don't have these things, you're just gonna feel like a simple clerk, a servant in the office who's going in circles like the hamster in the wheel, waiting for the weekend to lie down on the couch, drink some beer, watch some TV, and rest after the difficult toil. You understand what I'm talking about? So this is why it's important to do things that you love, because they're going to motivate you even more. They're going to push you forward when even your body is screaming that it's enough. I don't remember that quote word for word, but what Thomas Edison once said, it goes like this: I worked a lot, probably more than 6 hours per week, but I don't feel like I worked. It was all fun. So you see, this saying really highlights the difference between people who work like they're toiling and they feel like they're trapped in their job, and people who love what they're doing. And the difference is that people who love what they're doing leave tremendous legacies after their voice is gone. So they leave not just money, but they leave the history for the posterity and the next generations. Work without passion and your life is probably going to be very boring and monotonous. Or work with passion and you can build a corporation. So don't let your creative fire be smothered before it burns its brightest. And okay, the next one, I think let's right now talk about not just your passion, but your reason. Reason is your intellectual faculty that operates through logic and through thinking. So before any reason, there is the desire, of course. And if your desire is real, sincere, and genuine, it will turn into purpose over time. And this is exactly where reason will help you. So you see, in our world where there is the constant hustle and bustle and constant movement, it's very simple to get tired or exhausted, as I said it before, and when the motivation fades away, as I also said it before. So something deeper remains. And it would probably say that love for what you're doing would be already enough. And yes, you'll be right, just love and passion would be already enough. But if you also have the reason will become this tremendous additional fuel that you're adding to your fire, and your dream or your passion burns even brighter. Take a look at any noteworthy story of love and we'll see that this couple had something deeper beneath their emotions. Situations that they went through together, sleepless nights when they took care for each other, or sacrifices that they made for each other, their core values and beliefs, and this same spirit by which they live. You see, this all forms the very foundation of this greatest and marvelous compatibility that they have, which could be only described probably in movies or on paper. So they have something more, not just chemistry, they have reason. Why do you do what you do? What kind of value does it bring to your life, and how could you describe the impact that you're making on others while producing this something that you've chosen? These and all other questions we're about to ask ourselves while coming to our purpose, to our logical why, our reason. And it's all about your intellectual faculty. And if combined with your emotional faculty, with your love for what you're doing, you're gonna achieve just noteworthy success, noteworthy results, my friend. So I think I'm gonna finish this video at this point. I talked a lot today and my tongue is already like really tired. That was a very great listening practice for you and a speaking practice for me. So thank you for watching. Learn English, stay on the track, and achieve everything you desire, my friend. Thank you. Bye-bye.